Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn, October 23, 2022. Keep your eye out for unhealthy attachments, as transits have a way of pulling up buried issues. Early today, there can be some frustration over personal finances, values, and ideas that seem to conflict with those of someone in your life or stimulate fears. There can be a possessive streak to manage. If so, it's more likely a symptom of something that runs deeper than the matter at hand. Fear of not having control over your life can lead you to hold on to things, people, and situations. Consciously allowing yourself to let go, even a little, can be helpful now. The moon begins the day in your hidden sector, but in the second half of the day, it moves into your sign, lighting up your emotions. It's a good time for special attention to your image, manner, or appearance. Seek ways to nurture your self-confidence. You will likely feel incredibly possessive and jealous today. No matter where you stand in your relationships, it will likely be feeling quite rocky today. Deeply buried insecurity, trauma, and fear could be lurking up from the shadows like a poltergeist, causing havoc in your heart. You may have an overwhelming need to control and smother your partner. While you may initially think that you're doing this out of protection or love, it is far more malevolent than that. The shadows of your psyche and spirit could be manifesting in extremely toxic ways, driving your lover away from you. You are worth the money, honey. It is time to ensure that you are paid what you are owed when Venus in Libra squares Pluto in Capricorn. Your talents, skills, ideas, and passion projects are highly valuable. So, it is time to ensure that your work is compensated accordingly. Do not let anyone trample your work, or speak poorly about what you can do. Negotiate your compensation if you feel like it is time to have a raise that matches what you can produce in the workplace. Never doubt your worth again after this square. As Jupiter moves into his final 7 days in your financial sector, there isn't the urgency you would normally expect, as is also the case as the Sun and Venus move into their final 2 days in your income sector. On both sides of the financial fence there are planets staying on that will keep the momentum going, but for the next few days, you have the planet of money on one side and the planet of luck on the other. Satisfying your natural urges is just what the doctor ordered this week. That's right, you are in charge of this. Try to focus on what you really want and then on giving it to yourself. Whether it's a walk by the beach to think over personal matters or a frank chat with your boss, there are certain things that only you can provide. You sometimes sink into the habit of thinking that what you want most deeply is something or some emotion only others can give you. Wake up from this coma and begin nurturing yourself. If the last few days have tended to sap your morale a bit, this is going to change a lot in the hours coming up. Indeed, the vibrations of the day will be beneficial, and things will advance positively except in your professional life where you will meet with some difficulties. Don't give up and keep working with vigor, and very soon this new, positive outlook on life will bear fruit. You should have confidence in yourself and dare undertaking new projects both in your personal and professional life. At the same time that the Sun and Venus are not only moving into their final 2 days in your income sector but aligned until the end, Jupiter moves into his final 7 days in your financial sector. While there is both tension and competition for your attention between planets on both sides of the financial fence, it helps that you have the planet of money on one side and the planet of luck on the other. This is not only energizing both sides of the financial fence, but helping to maintain a balance between the two. 7 days before Jupiter is due to retrograde back in for a rare double-dip visit to your relationship sector, the moon returns to Virgo today. As well as a chance to become more emotionally engaged, over the next few days this will see the moon clash with the planets already in your relationship sector, with a chance to flush out what you want from your relationships and what they need from you ahead of time. Our eyes in the sky. There is plenty to process on an emotional level now. Make sure you're honoring your time and giving yourself plenty of space to stretch out. This can mean that people are not honoring their boundaries and overlapping with your aura field throughout the day. Although the lunar vibes make it easier to let things bounce off you, there is a darker element to this as well. This can be especially true with certain family members, such as siblings, or even neighbors, because yesterday's aspects could be stirring up arguments left and right. You must honor yourself and let toxic connections take care of themselves. For those who are in family disputes, this is a good time to armor up psychologically and be very honest with yourself about your personal space and needs. Yesterday's Pluto energy hasn't cleared from the skies, and it adds a dramatic undertone to unconscious behaviors. Let someone show you who they are even if it hurts to see it. Be careful of what you say. Your own words may be contradictory. Don't shoot yourself in the foot by saying things that go against your own personal desires and inner beliefs. Make sure that what comes out of your mouth, keyboard, or touch screen is coming from your heart. You're likely to be in a much chattier frame of mind with activity in your house of personal expression and appearance. You may be thinking about changing the way you present yourself to the world. Assuming a professional demeanor means that you can get a new job, if you like, or move up at your current employer. Money and a key to the executive lavatory come with the new office. This is a spiritual lesson, and it can even mean you're feeling a telepathic connection to someone at this time. That doesn't mean they aren't violating your need for space, and this can go both ways, so be very mindful of this, because your mind is going through a process of merging right now. In the pre-dawn hours, the Leo moon sextiles Venus in Libra, stimulating a sense of well-being. We can be ourselves without pretense, charming friends and admirers with our outgoing attitude. Since many of us will be asleep at this hour, this transit may manifest in the form of happy dreams where we are reunited with loved ones. Guides take the form of family or relatives who affirm that we attract the proper relationships when we are brave enough to express ourselves authentically. Following this, the moon sextiles the Libra sun, perpetuating the good vibes born of the moon-Venus sextile. If we are asleep, pleasant dreams continue. If we are awake, we connect with others based on mutual interests or shared ideals. Our emotional and egoic desires are in sync. This influence is unlikely to manifest dramatic events. In fact, we might not realize how smoothly the day is going until this aspect has passed. This is ideal. It suggests we are living in the moment and sucking the marrow out of life. The moon begins its void of course following this aspect's perfection, proposing that we avoid starting new projects.